effective athletic administrator in 2013 after 10 years as District Activities Director for the West Des Peres School District in Wisconsin. Since his retirement, Smith has continued to serve as Executive Director of the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association. Before moving to Wisconsin in 2003, Smith was a teacher, coach, and District Activities Director at the Hermiston School District in Oregon. Smith served in various leadership positions with WADA prior to becoming Executive Director, including a term as President in 2008-2009. He also was the association's liaison to the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association, and he has been a member of the National Executive Directors Council since 2010.
I think being an athletic director at the school level or the district level is one thing, but you know, I've had the advantage of not only being a district activities director, but a coach when you're coaching kids, and then on the other side of that, I was a 27.5-year military officer, which that was a highlight of my career personally. And then, of course, you know, you got your family and kids and 3 great grandkids that are down here now with me, and so I've had several highlights, but certainly being a district AD and a coach have been right up there. I think my favorite memory would be as a coach would be we won a state championship when I was out in Oregon, and then went on as an athletic director, and we won a couple of state titles, and came back to West Des Peres in Wisconsin, and we did the same thing in baseball and football, and those are highlights. When kids understand what it's like to win a championship, you know, winning's not everything, but winning sure helps, and to have that experience and build that culture to where kids learn how to win and win with class. Those are all the big highlights. When I was out in Hermiston, we had a football program that hadn't won in 79 years. And you know, we hired a good coach and developed a feeder program with grid kids at the lower level and brought it along. So when I eventually moved back to Wisconsin, right before we moved back, we actually had a football program that could compete at the state level. And for the whole community and the whole school to you know, wrap their arms around what that culture was fantastic.
Nationally, Smith served as the NEDC liaison on the NIAAA Board of Directors for 3 years, and he has been an NIAAA member for 22 years. Before he joined the NIAAA Board of Directors, he was a member of the Certification Committee. Smith has previously been honored with the NIAAA Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Award and the NFHS Citation. In 2016, he was inducted into the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association Hall of Fame.
As my board would tell you, you know, I probably fight those guys going out of their way to recognize some of the things that I've done, but you know, it's certainly a humbling experience to be inducted at the highest level into the NIAAA Hall of Fame. And you know, you certainly think about all of the people that have got you there. You know, I started my athletic career in the state of Oregon, and worked through the leadership chairs out there, and have a lot of great friends out in Oregon still, and came back to Wisconsin and had the opportunity to go and be part of the NEDC and become the first executive director of NIAAA. And I think those connections have just been wonderful. You know, to meet all of the people across the country and be able to work and move WADA ahead like we have over the past 13 years that I've been doing this job has been remarkable. You know, I would just like to thank not only, I've mentioned the Oregon and the Wisconsin athletic directors, but you know, I got to reach out and thank the superintendents and the principals that I've worked with, and certainly I can't forget my wife. You know, we talk about athletic administrators all the time, about how important it is to have the support of school boards and principals and superintendents and all of that. but we've also got to have the support of our spouse and our kids. You know, my kids are both here, and I'll tell you, you know, there's a piece of me that, you know, you wonder whether or not you were a good dad because you were always at the gym or you were always doing this or doing that for other people and athletics. And you know, I think it's something that we got to make sure that we thank our kids for what we've got as well.
A key leader in athletic administration in Oregon and Wisconsin, and nationally with the NEDC and the NIAAA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for induction into the NIAAA Hall of Fame, Greg Smith.